Hello, Ravens fans, and welcome to our track and field national preview. I'm Aaron Schneider, Sports Information Director at Anderson University, and joining us for the indoor national preview is Junior Michael Sweigart. How are you doing today?
Pretty good, except for the rain.
Yeah, I would like a little bit of nicer weather today.
For sure.
But first to kick things off, well, first congratulations on qualifying for nationals
Thank you.
In the weight throw. So we'll start right here with the you got in. You utilized what last chance meets are for. It's to find opportunities after conference to summon a great performance to get you into nationals, and that's what you did in the weight throw. Tell us about that. Tell us about that meet.
So coming in, the meet was just automatically just electric because we walked in and then they were already starting pole vault, and I was like, ooh, this is interesting. And then a dude broke his school record right there. I was like, oh, this is going to be a fun meet. So eventually we got over there, got everything weighed in, and then a couple of our buddies who also were in our conference came up and started talking to us, and then the meet eventually kicked off and everybody started throwing far, and I was like, man, I really don't want to be left behind. And then I always do like a little clap thing. And I got it going, and then instantly I knew on the fourth throw that it was just going to be an amazing throw. So I hit it, and I was like, "Oh, come on, go!" And I hit it, and instantly everybody just lost their minds. It was insane.
Go. And then of course that led to a first place finish in that meet, a PR, and getting into the top 20 leaderboards. What gets you that ticket to nationals.
Yes.
Now to like this is something you've been working out since your freshman year.
Oh yeah.
What's the describe your college development.
So coming in, I had no idea what the weight throw even was. I was just told it's a 35-pound ball that is on a little handle and you spin around and throw it. I was like, okay. So coming in, I was sitting around 11 meters, which isn't bad for a freshman when they haven't touched it. And then by the end of the year, I hit a 15.99 just magically, and I was like, oh, wow. So then coming into second year, I really got in the weight room and just kicked everything into high gear and came back and threw a 16.89 into a conferences last year, which was heartbreaking because it just finished me in 25th, and I was like, man, 5 more spots and I would have made it. So then coming into this year, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not missing it again. And then me and Coach Fogel got to work and eventually hit 18.07, which was 23rd. And I was like, well, I'm one spot out. Let's go further. Got to the last chance meet by with just me and Huffman and Zach. And then eventually popped out the 18.46 after executing the plan that we set forth.
Okay. What got you started into the throws?
I had actually been a baseball pitcher up until my 8th grade year of high school, or of junior high, and then after my 8th grade year, I went out for the freshman team for high school, and I was like, yeah, no, this isn't for me. My arm's starting to hurt, so I was like, I'm gonna pick up a shot put and discus, and it just kind of blossomed from there. And I fell in love with the sport, and it just became basically a second love, and now my main sport.
Alrighty, and then what are you trying to utilize out of your first experience at nationals?
It's more I want to see what the other, like how high of a caliber meet it is. I want to get that exposure because like I've been to quite a few last chance meets, and I feel like those are always really good. But everybody always talks about how nationals is so good. I'm like, man, I want to experience that. But I also want to go and show that I'm there to compete. I'm not just not just there for the experience. I want to compete and try to go for the All-American. I want to try to go all top 9.
Absolutely. One thing that Coach Huffman brought up before is how this year is a lot more competitive. Where last year you would already be throwing the same marks last year would put you into the top 10. Does that add any feel for you?
Kinda. I mean, it makes it a lot more fun, I will say, because that means I progress further. That means also D3 is progressing further, because it was kind of like, okay, D3 is just, it's not a big deal. But now it seems to be picking up. We're getting more competitive overall as a division. which is becoming a lot nicer, which is then making people throw further than they ever have before.
All right, and then you mentioned the All-American goal. What are some things? What are some things that? What are some? A what? So comparing the last chance meet to nationals, what are some things? What are some things that you that you liked from there that you want you know that you want to basically repeat, and then what are some things that you want to fine tune?
I want to repeat the speed and the energy that I had. Like, I came in
Okay.
knowing that we were going to do real good. I felt amazing, best I felt all year. So I want to come into this meet doing the exact same things I've done all year or all season, and then just progressively get better every single throw. Because I'm only guaranteed 3. Fine tuning wise, I need to fix my positions a little bit. My first turn is my worst turn out of the 3, so from what my coaches keep telling me, if I fix that first turn, it could add like that half meter, if not even more, that we need to make the All-American status.
All right, well, I think I've covered the questions I wanted to. Ravens fans, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to follow along with any more previews, any more content that we may put out on YouTube. Of course, follow along with Michael in the national meet. Start bright and early, 10 a.m. on Friday. That'll be in Virginia Beach, Virginia. We will have links for all of the coverage for the national meet. Michael, thank you for joining us, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.